Good evening. Katie is off. New violence is threatening the fragile stability of Iraq tonight. Iraqi security forces are battling Shiite militias for control of Basra, the country's main oil hub. At least 56 people have been killed. In Baghdad, meanwhile, U.S. diplomats were ordered to stay inside as Shiite insurgents continued to fire rockets into the green zone. And the Iraqi government slapped a curfew on Baghdad as thousands of Shiites there protested the BASRA crackdown. From Iraq tonight, here's Lara Logan.
These are the militiamen who are taking on Iraqi security forces in Basra for a third straight day. Followers of Muqtada al-Sadr, the powerful anti-American cleric whose picture is pasted on this captured Iraqi army Humvee. There's no sign here of the soldiers or police Iraq's prime minister sent to reclaim this important oil-rich city. And residents told CBS News by phone that Sadr's Mahdi Army militia now controls several districts. The crisis is spreading fast, from gun battles in southern cities to a rise in attacks against the U.S., targeting soldiers and the American embassy inside the heavily fortified Green Zone. Tens of thousands marched in anger on the streets of the capital. All this is dangerous for America's frontman, Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, who can't afford to lose this fight. He wants control of his country's economic lifeline. It's from Basra that 80% of Iraq's government revenue comes. But it's also on these streets that neighboring Iran exerts its most widespread influence inside Iraq.
We know that Iran has played a role in the south that has fed much of the insurgency, much of the militia groups that have broken away from Muqtada al-Sadr have turned to Iran and depended on them for the financing, equipping, and manpower necessary. Much of that then has merged its way up into Baghdad.
That makes the battle for Basra seem more like a proxy war between the U.S., who's backing the Iraqi security forces, and Iran, who's backing the militiamen fighting them. What U.S. officials won't admit to publicly but say in private is that this fight has been long in coming.
I don't care. Move that way.
Because their British allies who had control of the south failed to stop Iran themselves. Neither the U.S. nor Iran is looking for all-out war right now, but they don't seem to mind using Iraq as their battleground. Harry?
Lara, Muqtada al-Sadr has said that he is ready and open to have some sort of conversation or talks about this. Is there any way Nouri al-Maliki, the prime minister, will engage him?
Well, it certainly doesn't look like it from the Prime Minister's public statements today. He was using language like, there will be no retreat, we will continue this through to the end. So he's not giving himself a whole lot of room for maneuver. But this is politics, and you can't rule anything out.
Lara Logan in Baghdad, thanks.